Good day, ladies and gentlemen, either or neither, and welcome to another South Korean vlog look back thing, and a look back on my experiences in South Korea. If I remember correctly, this video that we're looking at today is going to be about my grandmother. We're going to skip through most of it. It's quite a heavy subject. Hope sit back and enjoy as much as you can, or just sit back and experience. Essentially, that is the plan. Oh, and before I do, I need to maximize that so that we can actually hear what's going on. And I need to make sure that it is working. Everything looks good. So let's continue on without any further ado. Let's jump into the video and let's see what's happening. Dog thing. This is not gonna be about games, this one. I'm gonna try and upload one later. You can clearly see I'm sad. About gaming stuff later in the week. I'm gonna try, if I remember to do it. So, something really bad happened. Oh, just on a lighter note, I've changed a bit of my look, as you can see. But yeah, something bad happened this weekend. Sunday morning at about 11 o'clock South Korean time. Maybe a bit earlier than that, but I got informed of this. My grandmother died. Now, I was thinking of maybe writing my thoughts down and then recording that and reading off of the screen like, oh, but I decided, no, you know what, I'm gonna do this in a natural state as possible. Okay, the good thing is that it was a question of when. She was old enough. She had a full life. You know, it was time for her to meet her husband and some of the children she has lost along the road of life. Yeah. So, it's sort of a relief, right? But it still hurts. And here in South Korea, when I came here, I decided that I'm gonna be as professional as possible, and I'm gonna try and... Oh yeah, that was a bit of a... Oh, that was a bit of a bitch. I remember this, yeah. And no matter what, put up a professional face, or as professional as I can get with the beard. And it's difficult. It's really difficult. I missed one thing yesterday, and that is human contact, right? Oh yes, this was probably the worst thing in Korea. When I talk about human contact, and I might actually continue on explaining it here, when I talk about human contact, I mean like hugs, handshakes, and everything. Koreans don't do that. They don't do that in general. But being in that mindset, I know it's idiotic of me. You can shout at me all you want in the comments. But being in that mindset, a friend of mine messaged me yesterday, here in South Korea, in the same town. And he's like, you want to grab some lunch and everything? And I'm like, you know what, no. I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna just be alone for the day. That's why my streaming didn't happen as long as it did last night, because I wasn't feeling it. But I miss human contact, man. Like a friendly hug. I'm not talking about, as I said, the other physical contact. I'm talking about just a friendly hug, you know? or something of support. And it's difficult in Korea because they don't do the physical contact thing here. If what is expected, if let's say something bad happens to someone at my school, only thing I can do is I can look at them and say, I'm so sorry. Can't give them like a squeeze on the shoulder.
This was a huge issue for me, I see. This was a huge issue for me.
It's not that I can't, it's just not the thing they do. So you gotta fall in with that. So that is a little bit freaking difficult, if you don't mind me saying. But yeah, that's what happened this weekend. I am emotionally drained. I did shed enough tears about my grandmother yesterday, and it'll probably come again at some points during the day, hopefully not while I'm teaching or working. But yeah, it's difficult. When I got the news, I went online and I started playing Diablo 3 to keep my mind off of things. And
that is a common trend with me. Like, if I'm depressed or whatever, I delve into games.
Worked for about 2 hours. So then I realized I had to face it. Luckily in my life, I've had a couple of losses. I think my first big serious relationship prepared me.
Well, as lucky as I can be.
The ending of my first serious big relationship prepared me for the losses I would suffer in the future, because that first breakup was hectic, man. Oh crap, it was hectic. Really hectic. And it prepared me. So when losing someone, it never gets any easier, right? It never gets any
I'm saying
easier.
The normal things. Hold on.
If I can give you any tip, think of the good things, right?
Think of the good things, of course.
I have lost someone either due to death or life or relationship breakup or whatever. My first memory that I go to, and this is kind of selfish, right? The first memory that I go to is like the first innocent memory, you know. With my grandmother, it was like the first time we started baking rusks. That's a South African thing.
Oh,
you guys gotta try out.
My grandmother's recipe.
We started baking rusks. You know, that's an innocent time. Do the Twitch streaming tonight.
Okay, Twitch streaming stuff.
I'm gonna give my mom a hug.
Want to give my mom a hug, but I'm in Korea.
What else? It's difficult. It just is. And I love them. I love you all.
All right. Okay, let's just go back. Quickly going to skip that. So, this was the grandmother I told you about that told me to come to South Korea. You remember? That was the grandmother. And yeah, that is that video. Quite a hard one. The next one, I have no idea the next one what we're going to talk about. We're probably going to skip a few vlogs ahead. And yeah, we're almost at the end of my vlogs where I leave Korea. We're about 10... Wait, hold on. We are about... We are about like 20 episodes away, which is essentially... I know, we're about 20 to 30 episodes away, which is probably going to be another, let's say, 15 episodes max, closer to the end. So about 15 more episodes, and then we're done. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. As we creep closer, let me tell you personally, as we creep closer, I'm not looking forward to those last few videos, man. Like, seriously, it's going to be a bit tough to talk about it. But yeah, the next one, I don't know what the next one's going to be, so let's just leave it at that. But thank you, everybody, for watching. This was quite a hard one to watch, to be perfectly honest. But that, I already told you about that, grandmother. And I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to see, like, depending on how long they are, it seems like the 10+ minute vlogs does take a while to get through. Shorter than that, it's quite easy. Then we can probably add 2 in, so I'll just look at that for the future. You know, we're doing this live, and I don't prep for it at all. I look at this like the first time, like when I look at this for the first time in 6 years as it plays. So yeah, thank you, everybody, for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day further, and hug someone you love. Tell them you love them. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.